What a great way. A look at the opening lineup for Washington. We've got Jonas Valanciunas, Kyle Kuzma out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Poole in at the 2 spot. And for Detroit, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. And Grant, for each of these teams, wins have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
Pass to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and in on the layup.
Well, a little physicality for a little guy goes a long way, but a little physicality from a big guy, that goes Valanciunas' way.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. Unable to get that one.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I talked with him about how he's approaching matching up with Jordan Poole tonight, and he said to make sure we don't lose him on defense, we have to talk and we have to know where he is. Expects his team to be very active and talkative here tonight. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span, so hard to envision that happening anytime soon. They got a long way to go.
And it's Brogdon missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Ivy.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Valanciunas with a screen on Cunningham. Brogdon, pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
And the basket is good.
Young players with these kind of moves are showing you that they're getting more patient on the inside, and Cade showed that time.
Poole for 3. And it's Harris with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Duren. It's stolen by Brogdon. And they're on the break. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's not going to be a soft finish when Valanciunas gets inside. Count on him going up strong.
Here's Cunningham. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Poole. Coulibaly on the wing. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Ivy against Poole. Hits the 3-pointer. And that'll tie this game up.
And Poole just deadly from 3.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Brogdon. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Beyond the arc. Duren with the rebound. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 6 left in the opening quarter. Cunningham against Brogdon. Cunningham passes to Harris. Puts up a 3. No good that time. Washington trailing. Here's Kuzma. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's normal for guys to jump from team to team, Brent. But Kyle Kuzma has displayed real loyalty.
He clearly is starting to value what culture means and respects the time to build that up. He wants to be part of something special. And when you have players start to think that way, sometimes it translates to the court where they're more consistent and more reliable.
He was all alone on that one. Hardaway's got 6 points.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Brogdon with a bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from deep. And there's Cunningham outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. Washington has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ivy against Poole. From downtown. The shot no good. And here's Ivy from the arc. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Poole. Pass to Valanciunas. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Give him 8 points now.
And punishing inside Valanciunas, getting room to do damage.
Cunningham finds Hardaway. Duran with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. They trail by 1. Poole, a screen on Hardaway. Back to Brogdon. The kick out to Poole. Down low. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 10.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Now here's Poole. Left side Brogdon. Kuzma against Harris. Lets it go from deep. And Kuzma, good for 3. And the Wizards lead by 1.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Not good there, Allie. Thank you.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
With the assist.
The Wizards have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Kuzma with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Koulibaly.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Brogdon. And stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons in transition. And Harris throws it down.
A combination of size and speed. Tobias Harris, when he gets going, hard to stop.
Brogdon, the pass to Kuzma. Now Poole. 1:35 left to play in the first half of basketball. Valanciunas with a screen on Cunningham. Clock is at 3. Shoots from 12. Detroit with a rebound. Duran's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Ivy. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
Brogdon finds Valanciunas. Cunningham against Brogdon. Kuzma with a screen on Ivy. Poole for 3. Look at Poole showing the range.
And Poole able to just slip right into his shot.
It's stolen by Poole. To the left wing. Valanciunas down low. Covered by Duran. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Poole for 3. That won't go. 3 for 6 in this one.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Back to Duran. Pass to Harris. Let's go with a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Harris has got 7 points.
Yeah, the corner is a great spot for Harris. He works to get open over there.
Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Pistons ahead, up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you gotta like what. Jonas Valanciunas has done in this game.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. We've got Corey Kispert, Sadiq Bey out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Sarr, and it's Butler in at the point. Kispert, the pass to Sarr. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brett.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Only the loudest fans, only the noisiest fans will get T-shirts. So break it up. Break up the volume now. It's time.
Pistons making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in.
Number 19, small man, Fontecchio.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a one-point game. Pass to Sarr, and stolen by Stewart. Here's Thompson. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's going to be on Sadiq Bey. And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Sarr and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Sarr came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited.
The Wizards trail by 6. Sarr passes to Bagley. Butler against Beasley, looking to win the run. Here's Bagley. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, this is the level of activity that you want from Marvin Bagley. Relentless tonight on the offensive glass.
Here's Thompson. He takes it in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Yes, it's good. Bay's got his first 2 points.
Nice strong finish by Bey, meeting the defense's challenge.
Beasley against Butler. Beasley, pass to Reed. Back to Beasley. 5 on the clock. Stewart outside. Over Butler. Misses off the left iron.
He usually knocks those shots down with ease. Defense got very fortunate there as they gave him way too much room to get that one off.
It's deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Kispert with the ball. Guarded by Stewart. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Here's Reed. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Pistons lead by 6.
This nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, a name some may struggle with, but as well as he's played, get to know it. Actually, his teammates nicknamed him Tech. He said, when I first got to the NBA, they started calling me that, and I was like, guys, I don't like it. No one's ever called me that. And then it stuck to me. Now I like it. Brian?
Yeah, now you have to like it. All right, great story, Allie. Fontecchio's shot is off. The Wizards trail by 4. Here's Sarr. And he makes it. Sarr's got 4 points this quarter.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
It's a one-on-one situation. And here's Kispert from the arc. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
We have bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
15 seconds.
Here's Bagley. Butler taking his time here. Shot clock at 5. Stewart against Bagley. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Stewart inside. Bagley's on him. Offensive rebound. Now here's Reed. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Beasley, that's good.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Wizards.
Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
First personal foul.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Thompson. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Detroit on top. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Ivy and Hardaway Jr., they're the 2 and the 3. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. And it's Cunningham in at point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
And he does a lot of damage inside with that quickness and athleticism. Ivy's too agile for low post defenders to react.
And Brogdon with the stuff.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons in transition. Oh, he dunks it right on Kyle Kuzma. Man.
And wow, coming from Cade, that's good stuff.
Wizards trail by 8. Oh, Brogdon gets a step. Valanciunas passes to Brogdon. 3-pointer, no good. The Pistons have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Hardaway from outside. Rebounded by Kuzma. Washington shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Wizards making a change here. Bayes checked in.
Wizards substitution. Number 14, City.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Pass to Valanciunas. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Valanciunas finds Bay. The kick out to Poole. Stolen by Ivy.
Just a great play on D to throw him off the shot and force a turnover.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Duran the screen. Pass to Harris. Into the lane. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Tobias can't take you off the bounce. He has that strong face-up game and creates offense that time.
On the wing, Kuzma over Hardaway. It's Kuzma with the miss. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. The Wizards trail by 10. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. For 3, here's Harris. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. That's produced some easy scores.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And here's Detroit. They're on a 13-5 run. Oh, sweet move. Out to Harris. Harris, a screen on Poole. There's Cunningham with a three. And Detroit another three.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
The Pistons lead by 13. Cunningham up top, guarded by Brogdon. Jams it in off a great move.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Pistons.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Cade Cunningham.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And Poole launches it from deep. The rebound by Detroit.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Cunningham outside. Here's Hardaway. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Wow. And down it goes. Jam that one home. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
with this great league. Certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Preparing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the point. Markkanen finds George. Just 5 to shoot. And he lays it straight in.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Knocks it loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Detroit shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now, here is George. Pass to Kessler. It's stolen by Cunningham. Ivy on the wing. They get it back.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? George against Cunningham. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Outside, Markkanen. Nails the baby hook.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Stolen by Kessler. And even 3-on-3 break. The open look here for Sexton. A 3-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 4. Tipped away. And stolen by Sexton. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Come on, guys. Make some noise for your Pistons break.
Jazz leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
George looking around. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Ivy. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the layup is good. George has got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Now, here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
Jazz have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. That's for a screen on Cunningham. And George gets it to go. 10 points for him.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Cunningham finds Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's George. He's got 10. No good on the triple. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Got that one up quick.
And you see that motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Cunningham against George. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is. We see it very clearly.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And so, lots of... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Jazz?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5, down low. 4 on the clock. Here's Sexton. And the shot falls short this time.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Stewart misses.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Collins against Cunningham. And finished off by Collins.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, just slicing his way to the rim. Just look at this kid, Ivy, go.
It's George on the wing, covered by Cunningham. Collins setting the big for George. And George with the stuff. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
The Pistons trailing. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Ivy against George. Ivy with it. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. Greg, we know about the EuroCup, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's Ivy. Out to Harris.
begin the first half. 2 minutes.
The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Cunningham's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Collins, good.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Cunningham, a screen on Collins. And there's the drive. Here's Stewart. Here's Cunningham. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
Collins, a screen on Ivy. Here's Sexton. It's Cunningham with the rebound. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 2. Stewart passes to Harris. From deep. Detroit, no good that time either. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Markkanen, good.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
And here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. 19 seconds left here in the second.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Jazz leading by 3. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Here's Markkanen. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Jazz leading by 3. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Malik Beasley. Reed out there with Fontecchio. Then it's Thompson, and it's Hardaway in at the 2 guard. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Hardaway for 3. Here's Fontecchio. And the layup's good off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Clarkson outside. Knocked away. Pass to Mills. Shot clock at 6. A 3 ball. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition tape foul. The Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Beasley with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Hardaway kicks to Beasley. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide open opportunity.
Thompson in the corner. And Thompson throws it down.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Utah leading. Now, here's Clarkson. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Jazz leading by 4. Now Mills. Teardrop shot. And it's Reed pulling it down. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Thompson throws it down.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:57 left to play here in the third. Up top, Mills. Covered by Beasley. Mills passes to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right after.
The Jazz shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one.
Eubanks. Drew. Eubanks.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Beasley, the pass to Fontecchio. Out to Thompson. Fontecchio with it. Back to Thompson. Going inside. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Mills. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And both free throws good for Mills. 1:12 left in the third. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Wasted no time on that one. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
Hardaway against Clarkson. Pass to Eubanks. Over Reed. And the shot goes in. Eubanks got 6.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Reed dishes to Hardaway. Launches it. Wants to get it to Reed and does. Count it. Good.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Utah leading by 3. Clarkson outside. From deep three-point land. Can't hit that one.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the game still close. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Jazz, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's George in at the 1. Thompson misses.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Utah Jazz.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Collins passes to Kessler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Duren. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
Yeah, there's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
In the corner, Ivy with it. Duren sets the screen for Ivy. Pass to Duren. Cunningham for 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
Outside, George. Inside, and stolen by Harris. To the middle. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. And they've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And it's George finishing it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Cunningham into the lane, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
All the officials are all over that one.
Third personal foul. 13 foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Collins. John Collins.
And he makes both free throws. And here's Ivy. Harris a screen on Sexton. Out to Harris. The offensive rebound. A shot by Stewart with no one around. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
George against Cunningham. George up top. Collins setting the big for George. Shot clock at 3. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Cunningham. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Outside, George. Rebound by the Pistons. Harris outside. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Shakes him. And the rejection by Collins. To Kessler. Markkanen with it. It falls.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Ivy kicks to Harris. Ivy a screen on Markkanen. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Utah. And that's an intentional foul.
Ivy, second personal foul. 15 foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham a screen on Sexton.
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
Outside, Sexton. Collins setting the big for Sexton. Money!
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Here's Cunningham. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road. Organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Here are the starters for Utah. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, small forward. And here's George. Collins with a screen on Poole. George passes to Collins. It's stolen by Poole. Coulibaly with it. Picked up by Sexton. Poole against Sexton. Valanciunas sets a screen. Stolen by Kessler. Markkanen looking it over. Collins outside. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Collins. From behind the arc. And it's Poole with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
B.A., they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
And they pick up 2.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Markkanen outside. Kicks it out to Collins. Soft touch off the glass.
The contact wasn't going to hold Collins down. He explodes into it and finds the shot.
Kuzma with a screen on George. Here's Poole. Uses the glass on the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 4-point game. Collins a screen. Sexton passes to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
I mean, defending this team, you have to track Collins in the pick and roll. He'll hurt you if you lose him.
Poole from long range. Collins with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Poole against George. Kessler, a screen on Poole. Nice shot by George. It's all knotted up.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Markkanen. Collins passes to Kessler. Sexton looking around. Collins a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Sexton finds Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Kuzma for 3. And again, Washington, no good. The Jazz have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Sexton against Poole. Sexton passes to Kessler. It's stolen by Poole. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Collins outside. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Poole. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Washington shooting their first free throw of the game. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sugg, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sugg.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you. George passes to Collins, and Collins with the slam.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Valanciunas with a screen on George. The kick out to Kuzma. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. George against Poole. Here's George. Over Poole. Oh, at the buzzer! He got it off in time!
That is an incredible shot.
Make tie game in Washington. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
At forward, it's Kuzma and Sarr. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And he's really an assertive offensive presence. Kuzma shows no mercy when attacking the defense.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Sexton finds Markkanen. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
George outside. Shot clock at 6. On the take. And George with the jam.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Pass to Valanciunas. Poole outside. Back to Valanciunas. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Kessler, a screen on Poole. George passes to Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Washington.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Poole against George. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, breaks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for Utah. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Greg.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
And both free throws good for Collins. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Poole against George. Collins a screen. George drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Kuzma with a screen on George. The kick out to Kuzma. Launches it. Collins with the rebound. Utah leading by 4.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
George outside.
Wizards foul. Side. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. It's stolen by Kuzma.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
Back to Koulibaly. And he drops it in from the low post.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Marking it outside. Clock at 6. Outside Sexton. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3. Sexton's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Deep range from Poole.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Outside Sexton. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Poole against George. Pass to Kuzma. From deep. Sexton grabs the board. Utah leading by 4. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
To the wing, right side. Here's Sarr with the drive. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Jazz out in front. They're up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you got to like what John Collins has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Jordan Clarkson. He's out there with Patrick Mills. And it's Eubanks in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kispert, right side, wide open. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Kispert's got his first basket.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Stan, how do you think the Utah Jazz have fared with a relatively young squad?
Well, Brian, I'd say admirably. It's not easy to be the less experienced team figuring things out all the time, but they continue to grow and work and get better.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Outside Bagley. Outside Brogdon. Kispert outside. Goes back up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Kispert's got 4 points now in the quarter. Mills against Brogdon. Outside Mills. Clarkson with a screen on Brogdon. Mills finds Clarkson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Wizards trail by 7. There's a screen. Hey, from long range. They get it back. Pass to Kispert. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Here's Carrington. Kispert, the pass to Bagley. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Brogdon. Here's Clarkson. Out of bounds, it'll be Wizards ball. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And Washington has possession. They trail by 7.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the middle. Here's Sensabaugh. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Sensabaugh's gotten his first bucket of the night. And it's Brogdon with the ball for Washington. Bay outside. Shoots over Mills. Inside. Outside for Brogdon. Here's Carrington. He's scoreless. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Utah leading by 9. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Eubanks. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Here's Hendricks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving in. It's good. Sensabaugh's got 4 points this quarter.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Bay passes to Brogdon. Bay with a screen on Mills. Back to Bay. Outside Brogdon. They set a pick. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Out to the wing. And the call will be on Corey Kispert. That'll be a second foul of the game. So Washington ends up going with a new group.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Collins finds Kessler. George outside. Back to Kessler. 6 to shoot. Poke loose. It's stolen by Poole. Valanciunas with a screen on Kessler. Back to Koulibaly. The 3. The rebound by the Jazz. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And here's Collins for 3. Kept alive with 1 on the clock. Markkanen finishes the break strong at the hoop.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And so it's Utah in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Sarr and Valanciunas are the inside pair. Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Koulibaly. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's George. Oh, some solid defense from Poole.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Pass to Sarr. Stolen by Kessler. Collins with it. Outside for Sexton. 5 to shoot. Back to Collins. Oh, he dumps it right on Kyle Kuzma. Man.
Whoa, did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. Poole, a screen on Markkanen. Here's Kuzma. And the layup is good.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Kessler, a screen on Poole. George passes to Kessler. Back to George. Pass to Collins. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Wizards trail by 10. Valanciunas with it. Here's Sarr. Now Koulibaly. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
George feels it out a bit. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the drive. Tipped.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
6 on the shot clock. Markkanen outside. Here's Kessler. And they get it back. Pass to Markkanen. Knocked away. It's stolen by Poole. Now here's Valanciunas. Oh, Kessler with the block. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. 4-3. Nope, 4 for 7 now.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The 3 from Valanciunas. He buries it from 3. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead.
And Valanciunas' teammates love seeing him come up huge, knowing he's ready to score when called upon.
Sexton, a screen on Poole to win the drought. George, rebounded by Kuzma. Washington has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Pass to Sarr, and stolen by Markkanen. They've got numbers. It's Markkanen scoring inside. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Markkanen. Outside Sexton. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Valanciunas with a rebound. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Poole outside. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Coulibaly. From deep, Sarr. Good D by Kessler.
Wizards foul. Kyle Kuzma. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Utah with the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. And for Washington, the front court is Kuzma and Song. Short ball lead. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. I think you and I are feeling it. We're in for a treat tonight, getting to see some of the best young talent in this NBA.
No doubt, Kevin, the superstar potential on the court is here tonight. And players destined to become some of the league's biggest names in the next couple of seasons. I'm pumped.
The kick out to Poole. Here's Song. Ivy defense. Sarr's shot is off. Slam home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Junis.
I love Kate Cunningham just playing this way. He's an electric player when he takes advantage.
Brent, we talk about guys. Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what that will grow too.
Here's Song. Following the bucket by the Pistons. Great defense. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Harris drives in. No good on the shot. Wizards have gone. Kuzma has it in the corner. Misses the 3. The Pistons have gone 2. Cunningham sets a screen for Hardaway. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Kuzma with a screen out. The pass to Sarr.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Duran finds Harris. Puts up a 3. Good on the 3 so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Poole puts up a deep 3.
Shooters shoot. Poole just couldn't let that 3 go unanswered.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lays it up off the glass. Right there. Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their
young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how help each other, that's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize.
Here's Kuzma. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Kuzma got thirsty there. Let's try to get to the line.
And a moment now to look at the scoring advantage in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
The shooting, in particular from mid-range, that has been huge for them.
Getting to it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Long range in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Song. The pass to Poole.
Great to now. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Go ahead bucket. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
against Kuzma. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Washington with the ball. They trail by 1. Pass to Kuzma. Hardaway with the steal. An emphatic LU jam.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
Shumis makes it off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball
from the arc. That shot off the mark. He can't get that one to fall. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. And we hope you're enjoying it. Pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They see let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Pistons, sliding into the wing spot, it's Ivy and Hardaway Jr. Duran, and it's Cunningham into the point. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially this guy has a bright future in this league.
And timeout call by and go over the strategy. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Over the course of his career has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable. Position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin is just a basketball player, and he's very, very good.
Kim, we like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion or data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information to a player. Really where the rubber meets the road kind of analysis.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Pistons. 3-point lead. Kuzma passes to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
It's not going to be a soft finish when Valanciunas gets inside. Count on him going up strong.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And Valanciunas kicks to Poole. Valanciunas passes to Poole. Valanciunas with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Poole, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Using those hops to attack the rim. Poole takes flight.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
They get it again. Harris outside. Tries again. Back to Duran. He had stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go. Washington fast break. Out to Kuzma. Jacks up a three. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Kuzma. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for the Wizards. Harris passes to Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
From past the arc. And the three ball is good. Cunningham's got 7 points for the quarter.
And competitive spirit coming out of Cade Cunningham right now.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Poole against Cunningham. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here is Harris. He has 7. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Cunningham inside. That's tipped.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sar, has major defensive potential.
Washington shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Here's Coulibaly. Still yet to score. Over to the wing. Valanciunas finds Coulibaly.
Detroit foul.
Brent Coulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Now, here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. With the drive. Out to Hardaway. Duran with the screen on Bay. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Hardaway Jr. with a show of strength who got to the inside there and then converted through the contact.
For Detroit, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. Valanciunas with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Valanciunas. Wizards passing it around. Lays it up off the glass. Valanciunas has got 9 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
This one for 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Wizards. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Kispert. Bagley is out there with Bay. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Carrington in at the small forward. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And the Wizards with possession after the basket by Detroit. Here's Bay, puts the move on, and the layup is good. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Bay can use a mix of power and finesse. He gets that close.
Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
And they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild them.
Now Thompson, after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Now here's Brogdon. Nothing on the board, and it's Kispert in the corner. Outside, Bagley. Pass to Carrington. 6 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc, and then some. Carrington's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Stewart. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Brogdon the pass to Kispert. Thompson with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Now here's Bay. Pass to Carrington. And he finishes nicely on the way. Carrington's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated with their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. It's like, what are you doing for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
Back to Brogdon. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Bagley. He gets it in there.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Thompson passes to Foncecchio. Back to Thompson. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Carrington. Rebound by the Pistons. On the wing, Thompson. Reed with it. Back to Thompson. Pistons passing it around. Foncecchio passes to Thompson. Stewart kicks to Beasley. Stewart with a screen on Brogdon. Throws it up high. Stewart misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it. What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Beasley outside. driving to the basket.
Beasley is a guy who just hits the court hungry and ready to make an impact. He usually does that on the offensive end.
The Pistons shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duran, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Fontecchio. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Asar Thompson. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut to just one on the basket from Poole.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
Beasley right side. Detroit, no good that time either. Pushing it up. The three from Poole. Trains it from beyond the arc. Poole's got the lead up to 2 now for the Wizards. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a...
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. It's the Wizards. They lead by a bucket. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Sliding in at the wing spot, it's Ivey and Hardaway Jr. And it's Beasley in at the point.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
For 3, Harris. And Jalen Duran picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cade Cunningham's checked in for Beasley.
For the Pistons, number 2, Cade Cunningham.
Wizards leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Poole kicks to Valanciunas. The wide open look here for Kuzma. From outside, off the mark. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You got to respect his ability to shoot it from the three-point line.
Poole with it. Cunningham's there. And he gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 5.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. Poole with the screen for Kuzma. Poole kicks to Valanciunas. Sinks the three-pointer. Valanciunas has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the big man's got to be feeling it right now. A catch-and-shoot jumper from Valanciunas.
Fires from deep. Tips it, and Duran is right there.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Back to Koulibaly. And there it is for him.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Cunningham for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Strong, the basket. Poole. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Kuzma. Poole, a screen on Hardaway. Kuzma. Pass to Poole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wizards need to get a shot off here, and it goes down 2 points. Now it's a 7-point Wizards lead.
Poole can make some of those inside off-balance opportunities look easy.
Harris finds Cunningham. Down low. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. To the left side wing. Back to Poole. Kuzma with a screen on Cunningham. The drive by Poole. And they pick up 2. Poole's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And Poole streaking past the defense. Looked like he had another gear he got to.
Cunningham pushes it to Harris. Offline with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in the game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier, get it to him often, all the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Well, there are a myriad of reasons why Cade Cunningham went first overall in the draft, but his incredible passing is certainly at the top of the list.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Pistons ball.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ivy on the wing. Pass to Harris. Shoots the 3. Out to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. So it's the Wizards with the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
Forrest Neal. These teams playing well as of late. What's the mindset tonight?
I think both teams come in thinking this is a very winnable game, and let's get ourselves on track by making sure we set the tone early. Listen, winning can be a habit, so can losing. One of these teams has got to get off the schneid.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Tobias Harris out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the center position.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And stolen by Sexton. George outside. The three ball. Pure from three-point range.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Stewart finds Duren. Back to Stewart. Lets it go. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
George against Ivy. Now here's George. Defense right on him. Now here's Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Collins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
His first personal foul.
That's on Isaiah Stewart.
And one of the bright young stars in this league. Collins is aggressive, and he makes plays.
And both free throws good for Collins. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Stewart outside. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Stewart outside. Pass to Ivy. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Fires in the triple.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
George feels it out a bit. And the jam by George.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now here's Sexton. Up top, Collins. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Harris finds Ivy. Back to Harris from the arc. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. Stewart, a screen on Sexton. Cunningham passes to Stewart. A deep three. Again the miss by Cunningham. Utah leading by 4. Markkanen right side. Another shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Here's Cunningham. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game. And the jam by George.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Three-pointer Stewart. Rebound, Utah.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Jazz leading by 8. George outside. Kessler a screen. George passes to Kessler. Tries again. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Sexton. Still no points. Going inside. And Ivy pulls it down. Stolen by Kessler. Buries it down low.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Jazz out in front, up by 12. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one.
3 points.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Utah.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Collins and Kessler there in the middle. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Markkanen in at small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter. And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
And the foul on Jaden Ivey. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Kessler, a screen on Ivy. Shoots. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Sexton against Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. And here's Duren. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Jazz leading by 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Pistons trail by 6. And here's Cunningham outside. Harris outside. Rebound, Utah. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Sexton against Cunningham. Outside Sexton. To the inside. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Stewart to the paint. Harris passes to Duren, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. Here's Cunningham. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 6-point game. To the middle. Here's Collins. And then he throws it down as he goes right over Jalen Duren.
Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
And that one's good. Cunningham. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
If the contact wasn't going to hold Collins down, he explodes into it and finds the shot.
Back to Duren. Pass to Harris. The three is up. And Detroit another three.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And 1:01 left in the second. Sexton up top. No points so far. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Well, just 6'2", but the vertical for Colin Sexton. Nicely done.
Here's Cunningham. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Sexton with it, guarded by Stewart. Here's Collins, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, when he's dialed in like this, Collins can be a serious difference maker on offense. Hopefully he can keep it up.
And stolen by Sexton. Collins inside, hounded by Harris. Collins passes to George. Collins with a screen on Ivy. George, right side. Here's Collins. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Utah finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. They've got Tim Hardaway, Simone Fontecchio out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Pistons trail by 6. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
B.A., there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
And Hendricks gets it to go.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's Beasley penetrating. Rebound, Utah. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Eubanks. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Thompson. Out to Beasley. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Reed. The rebound by Eubanks. Utah leading by 8. Mills with it. Yet to see a basket. Out to the right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Jazz lead by 10.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Fontecchio outside. Pass to Hardaway. It's stolen by Clarkson. To the right side. Thompson with a steal. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Shots blocked. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Sensabaugh. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Hardaway against Clarkson. Pass to Sensabaugh. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Eubanks gets the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And that's a foul called on Paul Reed. That's his first foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside Mills. Just 5 to shoot. An easy 2 on the layup.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And playing for his next contract. Tim Hardaway Jr. is motivated to get it going for us.
Well, B.A., his best skill is obviously that three-point shooting. When he's near 40%, the impact he can have on your ability to score is tremendous. The floor spacing he provides is critical. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And Mills, here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Hardaway, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Detroit shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one misses. And here are the Jazz. They're on a 15-4 run. And it's Clarkson missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Fontecchio. To the wing on the left. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. On the wing, Clarkson, defended by Hardaway. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 6 in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so it's Utah. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Cunningham. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. The three from Sexton. It doesn't go for him. And Harris has got the ball here for the Pistons. And here's Cunningham outside. That's miss number 5 on the night. 6 for 11 now. Outside Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Cunningham. The three from Sexton. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Sexton. From behind the arc. Pistons keep it alive. Goes back up. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Duren.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Ivy against George. Outside Sexton. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Cunningham against Sexton. And it's Cunningham missing. Utah leading by 21. On the wing, Sexton. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Sexton's got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy has got a variety of scoring moves. Colin Sexton keeps the opposition guessing.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Harris. The rebound by Markkanen.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Utah's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. George with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. George outside. Beyond the arc. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
How about the laser focus on that jump shot? Pays no attention to the nearest defender.
Picked by Stewart. Fires top of the key. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Utah has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Here's George. The shake. Ivy with the defensive effort. For Detroit, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Stewart, a screen on Sexton. Cunningham passes to Harris. The three-pointer off the mark. Utah has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Jazz.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for John Collins.
It's hard to think of a part of a game where he didn't play a major role mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
George for 3. Ivy with the defensive effort. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And finished off by Stewart.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Collins with a screen on Ivy. Up top, George. Ivy defends. And here's Collins for 3. Utah with another miss. Ivy outside. Here's Harris. And gets it to fall.
How about the timing? It can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
So we see the Jazz.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
And now Washington starting through. In the post, it's Sarr and Valanciunas. Jordan Poole is out there with Coulibaly. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Valanciunas, good.
Man, he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Out to Kuzma. Pass to Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Now, here's Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Markkanen down low. He's defended by Coulibaly. Counting.
You got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
It's Poole with the drive. Plays it up and banks it in. Poole's got his second bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And he plays with such a great rhythm. Markkanen, the catch-and-shoot shot, one he practices religiously.
Now, here's Poole. Out to Kuzma. Back to Poole. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Kessler. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Collins. Outside, Sexton. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. Poole with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report. Here's Markkanen after the basket by Washington. Back to Kessler. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Collins setting the pick for George. Back to Collins. Kuzma with the defensive effort. The Wizards with the lead. Here's the floater. Markkanen pulls it in. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Collins dishes to George. Back to Collins. There's 38 seconds left in the first. And there's another turnover by the Jazz.
Wizards ball.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. Kuzma with a screen on George. Poole the pass to Kuzma. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
And here's George. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Collins. Banked in off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Washington out in front, leading by just 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Wizards?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So on the floor for Washington. Poole against George. Kuzma kicks to Poole. Traps in the tray. Now it's a 7-point Wizards lead.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside, George. Driving in. Here's Kessler. Outside, Collins. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Valanciunas with a screen on Markkanen. Here's Kuzma. Back to Valanciunas. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Collins setting the big for Sexton. In the corner, Collins with it. The 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington leading now by 8. Kuzma with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Valanciunas, good.
And every team loves getting a night like this out of their big man. Valanciunas is the biggest lion in the Serengeti.
Markkanen sets the pick for George. 43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Tries to keep it alive. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. .34 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Poole. He has 7. Pass to Coulibaly. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
The play is under video review under NBA rules.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one misses. Jazz trail by 12 to the paint and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy hoop.
Now Brogdon. Pass to Kispert. There's the three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Washington with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
You got Drew Eubanks. Mills out there with Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Clarkson with the ball. Six to shoot. Pass to Hendricks. Out to Clarkson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Clarkson for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Clarkson's got it back down to within single digits for Utah.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Here's Brogdon. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Hendricks. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Nice job by Clarkson moving the ball there. His coaches would like to see a little more of that.
Jazz trail by 9. Here's Sensabaugh. Scoreless thus far. Back to Clarkson. Three-pointer. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards leading by 9. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract moves. Commissioner Silver says he used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. we've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Underrated as an athlete. Brogdon's speed helps him get to where he wants to be.
Coach, on top of being an impactful player, Malcolm Brogdon has always been the consummate pro.
He sure has, Kevin. He fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. Works hard, puts the team first, and is willing to accept whatever role is given to him.
Clever on-ball decision by Clarkson, using the pick to get himself free for that one.
Bay sets a screen. Brogdon the pass to Bay. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Brogdon, jams it in off the great move.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Pass to Clarkson. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Clarkson's got 8.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Kispert. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's Brogdon. He's got 8. He takes it in. Blocked again. And here's Mills for 3. Bagley with the rebound. Wizards leading by 8. Pass to Kispert. Brogdon outside. Back to Kispert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Clarkson outside. There's the pick. And so it's Washington with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so George will bring it up for Utah, trailing by 10. So on the floor for Washington. In the post, it's Sarr and Valanciunas. Koulibaly is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Kuzma, and at the 3, the small forward.
With soft hands and great recognition, Collins is the ideal big for a pick and roll.
Nifty move. And stolen by Sexton. Offside Collins. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity. And he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor. So he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point. He's underrated.
Markkanen gets to Collins. Collins, a screen on Poole. George passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Valanciunas inside. Working on Kessler. And nothing is falling for him right now. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And it's George finishing it off.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Here's Poole, and he lays it straight in. And the Wizards lead by 5.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Collins, a screen on Poole. Inside. Collins in the post. The layup off target. Poole kicks to Kuzma. Trains the three-pointer. And now it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter. With strong fundamentals, Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
George looking over the floor. Kuzma against Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Here's Coulibaly. Valanciunas sets a screen for Poole. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. Poole with the screen for Kuzma. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Kessler, a screen on Poole. Outside, George. Oh, good with the triple.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Coulibaly. Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd.
And they need something to cheer about again, and soon.
Kessler, a screen on Poole. George against Poole. And George kicks to Markkanen. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Rebound, Washington. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Valanciunas with a screen on George. The 3 from Poole. Out to Kuzma. From deep three-point land. Kept alive by Washington. Pass to Coulibaly. And he drives in. Count the basket. And now a 10-point Wizards lead. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So Go.